All events on Earth seem to be speeding up, and not least of all, the end of the pandemic. So far it has been a great learning curve for mankind. Unwelcome by many who have suffered because of the changes it has forced upon their lives. Yet some are already being appreciated because of the light it has shone upon age-old problems. With time on your hands, you have been able to question the motive for some practices that now seem outdated. As a consequence, you are returning to what you call normal life, but discontinuing that which no longer truly serves your needs. You are leapfrogging time that would otherwise have been spent on old outdated ideas, when many had long outlived their useful purpose. Yet time is now moving so fast that even recent changes will soon be overtaken by more advanced concepts. Already new inventions that were only visualized quite recently are having to give way to new ideas that now exist on the drawing board. We will take credit for much that is being visualized, as we overshadow those who are capable of translating them into things that you can use. Many of the ideas are labor-saving and use clean energy. Slowly but surely you are moving away from methods that cause pollution, as you now realize the need for clean air for a healthy survival. The use of coal is disappearing very quickly as a clean alternative is found. Your power stations have been some of the worst polluters. Heat can be extracted from the earth, and the methods to do so are already known. However, you do not readily accept change, but it has to come sooner rather than later. The way you produce energy is expensive and really old-fashioned if you look at the concept used. Be assured that the upcoming generations are full of ideas to deal with age-old problems, and nothing will stop them from materializing. You have many young people now ready to step forward and put their ideas into practice. They have incarnated especially to speed up your progress, and their talents will not be denied. One day you will look back at this period of time and admire the veracity of those who had the knowledge needed to carry mankind into the new age. Meanwhile, those souls who have raised their vibrations continue to rise up and look set to achieve their ascension. At some future stage they will become all-knowing, and use their knowledge to help others to also evolve. In fact, as you rise up, the desire to help others becomes very strong through your love and compassion for those souls that are awakening. It is the realization that all is one that brings about those feelings of kindness to all souls. Hopefully you can now understand why we have been emphatic that the old no longer serves you, and your emphasis should be on all that creates your path to the higher realms. Try not to look back, and keep your visualization upon the ideal future that you expect. The beauty and harmony of it is difficult to put into words, but it will hold you spellbound and feel like heaven. From your present level to the highest is one glorious experience that you will never forget. Yes, there is a long way to go yet, but your vision will prepare you for the inevitable. Meantime, you can help others to grasp what the future holds for those who continue to evolve. Whatever you have previously visualized will hardly compare with the reality that beckons you, and is your reward for your determination to follow your path all the way to ascension. As always, there is help around, should you need it, as your guides will have become more active on your behalf. You really cannot go wrong, providing you keep your eyes on your goal. There will be plenty happening to keep you occupied from here on, as things have begun to settle down in spite of the outward appearance. Mother Earth is an exception, as she goes about her own needs to prepare the planet for ascension. Life can be so infuriating at times when you cannot see where it is going, and everywhere around seems to be so unsettled. Yet out of the confusion it will gradually become apparent that there is a plan and the roadmap is being laid out. It may be too vast for you to understand, but there is a sense of direction as progress is made. A sure sign of advancement will be when countries start to bond together in mutual friendship, and if you look carefully the signs are already there. You will gradually see the demise of leaders who are all for self, as the people will force them out. Generally there is a lifting up that is bringing a more peaceful approach to life, and a coming together of those who realize cooperation is a far better way of making progress towards a peaceful world. It is your destiny, and when it happens, is dependent upon your leaders, who will need to sign pacts to destroy all nuclear weapons. Sounds impossible, but with an upliftment in your vibrations it is inevitable. It must come, and very soon, to the relief of millions of souls who are ready to live in peace forevermore. The more of you that send out thoughts of world peace, the more you are speeding up its arrival, and it cannot be ignored. You would be surprised at how much influence your thoughts can have on the population. Your only difficulty is getting sufficient people to project harmonious thoughts that have the power to bring about change. You can see how the Dark Ones manipulate things to cause chaos, and set one country against another so that world peace is impossible to achieve. However, given time, it will change, and the vibrations will be beyond the ability of the Dark Ones to interfere with them. People have spoken of World War III as the Cold War that has plagued this planet for many years. It is seen as the Dark Ones against the light, and is certainly correct, as your history will show. Until quite recently, the Dark Ones were succeeding with their plan for world domination, but the Alliance controlled and prevented them from achieving their objective. The Dark Ones are in retreat, but like a wounded animal they fight to the last. Now they can only prolong the time it takes to completely defeat them, when peace shall return to Earth. I leave you with love and blessings, and may the light brighten your days and path to completion. This message comes through my higher self, my God self, and every soul has the same connection to God. In love and light. Mike Quincy.